Hello, my Scorpionic friends. This is TINLA at This Is Not Legal Advice, giving you your June 2026 forecast. Thank you for joining me. Let's find out the general energy for you in this June of 2026. We have the Fox. All right. Crazy like a fox is what I'm hearing. And we have, let's see, what is that about? Ah, there it is. Okay. Hold on. There we go. Smart, strong partner or mate, wise teacher. The fox is an enchanting creature with plenty of mystique to go around. Fox personalities are skillful in business and also make great teachers. They are quick to learn and adapt well to new situations. Foxes are ideal life partners as they commit to relationships for the long term, and their natural charisma keeps things exciting. Fox energy helps us stay true to those most dear to us. When this card appears, reconnect to those you love. Foxes don't do well when they slip away. When in balance, magical, ingenious teacher, and monogamous. When out of balance, sneaky, unsure of their identity. And to bring into balance, partnership and connection. All right, and let's go ahead and find out what the theme for June of 2026 will be for you, my beautiful Scorpios. Please like, share, subscribe, etc. I really appreciate you joining me. Let's find out what you got going on. What is the theme? How does this fox apply in June of 26? Thank you. We have Pluto. Oh my goodness. Okay. Pluto. Not Bluto. That's a dog. It's like a trademark character. Anyway. Pluto. May or may not be a planet. Hard to say. There we go. Also a Scorpio, associated, by the way, with Scorpio. Okay. Actually, it says ruler of Scorpio. The planet Pluto represents the archetypal energy of death and transformation. Pluto's energy is explosive, violent, and regenerative. Pluto can be a massive force of destruction, pain, and suffering. However, the dissolving of old ways of being can allow for radical new beginnings and potential to flourish. Pluto's influence can often feel volatile and overwhelming. Most big transformations, even those that are positive in the end, first come to us dripping in shock and grief. Because of this, Plutonian conditions may be frightening and hard to manage initially. If you've pulled this card, remember that all the pain surrounding your situation will help you grow in the long run. The butterfly cannot emerge until the caterpillar has died completely. Hold tight as you wade through these murky waters. Give yourself space and time to grieve your old self as you become the next version. All right, so Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, it seems to me that you are going to have to really rely in June of 26 on the relationships you've built in this world to help you get through a major transformation. So let's find out more about that. We're going to go ahead and look at your life, love, and career in June of 2026. Again, I appreciate you joining me. Like, share, subscribe, etc., etc. Tell your friends. Hide your kids, hide your wife, etc. Don't do that. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so Spirit, please tell me for Scorpio in 2026, what is their general life situation going to be about? All right, we have the King of Swords, all right, some kind of truth coming to the fore. All right, the Four of Cups, one more, thank you, and the High Priestess. So it seems to me that you in June of 2026, you're going to be dealing with, there's something you regret that you didn't really know what to do at the time, but perhaps in retrospect, you know what to do now. Like you wish you could go back and do things all over again. You're coming to this truth in your life, and it's going to rock your world, and it's going to make you look at things that happened in the past very differently, and tell you need to rely more on your intuition in certain respects. So let's take a look at love and see how that plays in. The Emperor, Ace of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. Okay, so in terms of love in June of 2026, my Scorpionic friends, you know, you are still in your Emperor energy. Like you're still in your almost stubborn divine masculine, regardless of your actual sex or gender. You are tempted by shiny, happy things, and you're wanting to walk away from things that are unpleasant. Like you kind of want to stay the course, but you're being challenged to see something in a new and different way, and you don't want to deal with that. Like you're like, not today, Satan. Okay, you're not interested in having to deal with that, but you have to deal with that, or you're going to wind up in a sense of regret again. You're gonna have to face the truth and rely on your friends and family for some clarity in this situation that is going to demand that you actually rely on your intuition. And as a Scorpio, water sign, you're very intuitive, but it's almost like you force that down in order to comport with this Emperor energy, in order to appear strong and decisive. But you're being sort of presented with a new shiny object and challenged to walk away from the way things have been. And, the question is, what are you going to do about that? So we'll find out in just a second. But first, we're going to go to career. Please give me some cards on career, please. Please, please, please. All right, Spirit. All right, we have the Star. Things are looking up for you in your career. You're actually pretty stable there. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles. You're very stable in your career. Page of Swords. You're just very clear on what you want in your career. This reading is not about your career. Your issue in June of 26 is not about your workplace. It's about, well, let's find out. I would say it's about love and relationships, but let's find out. I'm going to get one card. What is this? Remind me what this June of 26 reading is for Scorpio. What is there? Oh, all right. We've got strength. Hold on. And the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So it's about, having the strength, not just to walk away or not walk away as the case may be, but actually walk towards a partnership that has maybe gone south. Like, you're feeling like you've got friends or family or a lover, if you will, where you're at odds and you're having to make a choice as to whether you're going to walk away from that, or, in your stubbornness, or if you're going to embrace the challenge here. So tell me, what's the advice for my Scorpio friends? Thank you. The 9 of Wands. Give me some more on that, please. What is the advice for the Scorpios here? Okay, we've got the 8 of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. So, you are kind of at the end of your rope with whatever this love situation is. Like, you don't know whether you have it in you to actually deal with what's in front of you in a relationship sort of way. You're very much caught in a prison of your own making in your mind, like where you're going back and forth and back and forth. What do I do? Like, you're really just, you're struggling in terms of love. There's a part of you that wants to show somebody actually, this is somebody showing you how they are everything you want and more in a relationship. And you're not looking at that. You don't want to see that, because seeing that would change sort of everything for you. Like, you'd have to face so many truths about yourself, about where your focus has been, about whether you're willing to walk away from certain things in your life, which among your friends are willing to stand there by your side. And Wheel of Fortune, things are going to be changing for you in June pretty substantially. So what I hear Spirit saying is, get ready, and honestly, I'm also hearing like, stay ready and gotta get ready. What is the outcome? What does the end of June look like, beginning of July for my Scorpio friends? What is in the current energy? What is that look like? Okay, wow, okay. We've got the Queen of Cups, the 4 of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. So it seems to me like by the end of June, you're going to know where you want to direct your emotions. You're looking for a celebration, a new start, and actually taking a chance on love here. So while you're coming into the month of June very dubious about the concept of love and how that's going to affect your life and whether you're prepared for that, or whether you want to shake up where you're at the end of the month, you are very much in a place where you're like, you know what, let's see what happens here. Maybe there's something more long-term here, something happy that I haven't thought of. And you're shifting from very much this Swords energy of in your head to this Cups energy of in your heart, and this Wands action energy. So that's what I got for you for June of 26, Scorpio. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon.